everybody. Thanks for coming over. It's a really exciting time to be working on SQL Server. Have y'all been following some of these announcements we've had? We got some really cool stuff going on. So I'm Vicki Harp. I'm on the SQL Server tooling team, and I'm here to show you some of the new things that we have going on in SQL Server tooling and what kind of the future is. So one of the big things that we're trying to do here is bring the platform forward as your jobs are changing. Your jobs are changing very rapidly. A lot of you have job titles that didn't exist 5 years ago. You're a database administrator, you're a data scientist, you're a data engineer, you're lots of different things. You're working on Linux, you're working on Mac, you're working on Windows, you're working on Kubernetes and in containers. A lot of these things weren't possible very recently. The platform you're working on is fundamentally different than it was even 2 years ago, with SQL Server having all of these new operations and these new platforms that we're working on. So one of the important things for us in tooling is to make the tools work cross-platform for you, and also for them to be able to iterate as quickly as your jobs are changing and as quickly as the platform is changing. So what I've got here is Azure Data Studio. We just announced this GA yesterday. This is our cross-platform tool for data developers. That is, you can see here we're running on Mac, it runs on Windows, it runs on Linux. And this is GA now, and we're updating it on a monthly basis. One of the important things about Azure Data Studio is that it is an extension-driven experience. This is different from SSMS. SSMS has all of the functionality that you need in the box when you download it. Azure Data Studio, in contrast, is extension-based, which means that each of the features can be independently versioned, independently installed and uninstalled. So when you need to do something, you install that functionality, you do it. If you're not going to do it anymore, get it out of there. You don't have to have 700 things. You don't have to have a 747 cockpit to run your environment. It also means if a new feature comes along that you need for SQL Server or for something else in Azure Data, you can get it at that time. You don't have to wait for us to version the tool. As fast as we're versioning the tool, we can't necessarily keep everyone on the same release cadence. Additionally, it lets us have people from the community bring in their own experiences. This is an open source project, so you can bring in extensions, you can bring in direct pull requests into our code. We are working out in the open, nowhere else, we're not hiding. Alan. Alan disappeared. Hello, Alan. I waited too long. So I'm going to go through a demo of Azure Data Studio, and also, time permitting, I'm going to go through a demo of MS SQL CLI, which is our CLI tool that's a new cross-platform, great experience compared to SQL CMD. So this is Azure Data Studio. As you can see here, we have a really nice modern experience. If it looks a lot like VS Code, you're not wrong. It does look a lot like VS Code. Over here on the left-hand side, you can see we have a really nice Object Explorer for SQL Server. We support SQL Server. Also in here, you can see the SQL29 Big Data Cluster, which has your HDFS browsing right here in line. We've got SQL Server on Windows. We've got Azure SQL Data Warehouse. We've got Azure SQL Database. We also have preview for support for Azure SQL Managed Instance. We have a pretty nice experience for adding your Azure instances. You can do so through the Azure Instance browser here. There's a Resource Explorer. So if I expand this, it's going to go through, and for Alan's Azure instance, it's going to list all of his subscriptions. I can expand this and pull out his SQL servers, and then I just need to click this plug-in button, and it's got the connectivity ready to go, and I can add that to my local instance. But importantly, we understand that a lot of you are working with on-premises SQL Server. That is still a completely P0 priority for us. We will continue to maintain on-premises support as one of the most key things for this. The fact that it's called Azure Data Studio is a reflection of the fact that SQL Server is part of the Azure Data Platform, and the fact that we want to go beyond SQL Server into the other services. It is not a reflection of our lack of commitment to on-premises SQL servers. I want to be very clear about that to the community. So what we get here is a really nice modern query experience. So I'm going to go into my local host and do a new query. And this has all of the Monaco editor support that you might be familiar with from VS Code. So it's got really great IntelliSense built in. So I've got select star from sys, and so I got the IntelliSense here, and I'm going to do databases. Run that. And so we've got this nice, regular, quick query editing experience, and you can, do everything that you're used to with SSMS, but with a little bit more modern sheen. We've got snippet support, which is an important thing to bring in for SQL Server users. So in this case, if I want to do something like create a database, maybe I don't want to do that too often. I've got the SQL Create database in here as a snippet. I can put VickyDB and just go ahead and run that. So I didn't have to type all that SQL. We have a lot of the pre-built SQL snippets kind of already in the box. You're also able to add your own snippets. So if I bring up the command palette, go to Configure User Snippets, I can bring up this top 10 DB buffer. So this is something that we pulled from MS SQL Tips as a sample script, and we put it in here as a snippet file. Now when I go back to my query over here and type top 10, you can see it's listed right there. If I hit this, I can see the rest of it. And now I've got that whole query. So if you have kind of a workbench of queries that you like to have in your environment, you can put them in your custom snippets, and that's going to work just fine. I'm going to execute that. Now this is a query that we chose specifically for this demo because it has the structure of both text and numeric data right next to each other. And this is really well formed for making charting. So over here on the right-hand side, you can see we've got save as CSV, save as Excel, save as JSON, and we've got chart. So right in here in the product built in, we've got this quick charting ability. And so I'm going to change this to a horizontal bar and change it to a vertical, and I'm going to use the column name as labels. And now I've already got a really nice readable way of viewing our data. Now for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through the deep demo that we are able to do on how to actually add this to the product. But if you go back here to this wide world importers, these are all charts that I have made that are custom business logic. They're not, T-SQL logic. These are basically queries. If I go run query here, you can see I wrote that query, and then I made an insight widget, and I pinned it to that dashboard. If you're interested in learning more about that, we're doing a workshop tomorrow on how to build extensions, and we're going to be covering that. It's also available on GitHub. We have all the instructions. So this is really just more of a tour. I'm going to continue to fly on through it since we have limited time and lots to cover. So the extensions are over here. We've got an extension marketplace, and we've got both first-party and third-party extensions in here. Some of the first-party extensions are SQL Server Agent, SQL Server Profiler. We've got Redgate SQL Search, so we're working with some of our third-party ISVs. And then we've got some community things in here that were contributed by people from the community. This SSMS key map was actually a community contribution from one of our own developers on the team who wanted to have the key bindings that you're used to from SSMS available as an extension in here. So what I want to kind of cover today are some of the things that we've worked on. This SQL Server import is one of the extensions that we shipped back in, I think, August or September. This is a really neat one because it's a neat technology. It shows off a lot of the innovation that we're working on and a lot of the things that we're trying to get better for you. This was done in 3 days in a hackathon this summer, and it shipped the following month to give you an idea of how quickly we're doing this. So if you're familiar with the import data experience in SSMS, going through the SSIS wizard, it takes a lot of knowledge and it takes a lot of effort. So this file is a pretty ugly one if you were trying to import it. It's, I'm going to do this one. It's got some crazy heading stuff. It's got stuff that doesn't belong in there. It's got strange formatting throughout. So what I'm going to do here is import that through the import wizard and give you an idea of all it takes to do that. So if I browse and I pick that 911 data, you can see it already populated the table name and the table schema. Let's count the clicks here. There's 1 click. Let's let it do its analysis. That's 2 clicks. Let's validate that we like the table structure. That's 3 clicks. It's done. And really, 2 of those clicks were just saying, yes, I agree with the judgments you've made. So this data was already inserted into a table. It was able to read it. It was able to put it into a table, and it was able to solidify it on disk very easily. If I do a select top 1000 on that, you can see it's already formatted. The underlying technology of this is something called PROS. It's Program Synthesis by Example. It's something out of Microsoft Research. Microsoft Research has this project that is able to take examples, do some AI on it basically, and create code. This is the technology that underlies Excel's flash fill, and we're working with them to make it where it's able to work out information about your data and cleaning your data. I'm going to use our new SQL 2719 notebook experience to walk you through what that code looks like and to give you an idea of a notebook. So if you're a SQL Server user, you might not have ever used notebooks. This is common for data scientists. It's a combination of a couple different things, and it's a really nice experience that we think you're going to really like as SQL Server users. So notebooks are a combination of human-readable Markdown. So here we've got Markdown. It's basically HTML. If I click that, I can change it and put it back. We've got the code. In this case, it's in Python. And then we're able to inline the results as well. So you can see my results files are in there. Whenever you run the results, it saves the results into the notebook, which makes it easy for collaboration. If you can think about, I ran this, I got some errors, I'm going to then save it, send it to someone else, they can see the errors. You're not having to do that thing where you're saving it off to other files. So it's a really convenient thing. In this version, right now for CTP 2.0, we're supporting Python and Scala, and we're able to support local kernels and connecting to Spark on SQL 2019 big data clusters. Very soon, we intend to have a pure T-SQL experience so that all of you who are using SQL Server and do not want to learn another language like Python can still take advantage of it. So we haven't forgotten you. This is just a first step. For those of you who are already notebook users, this is a viewer on top of Jupyter, so your existing Jupyter notebooks will be able to run in this. So the Pros Code Accelerator logic that we were using is right here. We're going to do an import of the code accelerator. And then I've got a different flat file here that I want to read. This one is hat delimited, not comma delimited, so that's really great. And you can see not all of the rows have the same number of columns in there, and it's got 13 rows of kind of junk data on top. So if I go over here to there, you can see it has the read CSV filter followed by learn. When I run this, the output of it is actually code. So what it's giving me here is the code that I can use to read that. You can then take this and you can operationalize it wherever you want. You don't have to do it in this product. I'm doing that just for the sake of showing you how it works. So I'm going to copy that, paste it here, run that. I've created that function now. Now with that function, read file that I've just created, I'm going to read the header, and you can see it just did what that flat file import wizard did, but it did it in code that you can use yourself. Now technically what I've done here is I've read these all in as strings. You notice that there was that second thing I clicked through that was picking the types. We have that as a separate step. So here we're going to do a detect types builder on that same code. What it's created here is a bunch of regexes. And so imagine if you've ever had to do this, how time consuming this is. It's able to analyze this and say, look, this wiki QID value, it's just a bunch of integers with a Q in front of it. So let's strip the Q off of it and return an integer. So it's trying to make intelligent choices on your data patterns like that, and it's using AI to do this. You can then, as a developer, look at it and say, does that match what I really expect? It's kind of the equivalent of on that wizard saying, yes, this is what I want, no, this is what I want, but at more of a code level. So if I take this in, whoa, losing my context here. Copy all of this, copy all of this, 3, V, run that. Now I've created all of those regexes and I can coerce types on that file. And I'm thinking I might have not copied and pasted correctly because that should have already finished. So I'm not going to fuss about that too much longer. I'm going to move on to some of the other examples. Basically, I'm realizing that we only have a few minutes left, so I'm going to stay in Azure Data Studio. Anyone who wants to see MS SQL CLI, we actually did a demo of that earlier today, so you might want to check out the recording. It's for the cross-platform tooling session. So I'm just going to kind of keep showing you some of this. Yeah, I got a little error here. What I wanted to show you next was the import data experience, or rather the external data experience that's been added in SQL Server 2019. So if I think about having a data that I need to join between SQL Server and Oracle. Imagine what that would normally take. That would normally take you writing an ETL job, validating the ETL job, operationalizing that ETL job. We're not going to be doing that anymore. So let me make sure that this is still alive and well. This is a connection back to CorpNet, so if it's flaky, that gives me trouble. So I'm going to go here and hit the Create External Table wizard. And we're going to pick the destination for the external table as Oracle. So let me pull over and get my Oracle server name so I don't have to type it. Choose Oracle. Next. I need to create a password. I'm going to name it Vicky Oracle. Server name is here. Database name is XE. I'm going to create a new credential, Vicky demo. Oh God, what was the username? I think I've forgotten the username, so I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, I think that I forgot to put the username down in my notes, and there's no way I'm going to figure that out that fast. Let's see. I'm going to pull up my no amount of preparation. Oracle. Password management to the win. Here. There we go. System. So now I'm connected to that Oracle server, and I'm going to pick HR jobs, hit next, hit create, and I've just created a virtual data. So let's see. I refresh my Oracle test. See my tables here. And there it is. It's an external table. And I'm going to do a select top 1000 on it. And let it connect up here. And we'll see the data coming across. Hello. Where are you at? Select top 1000. There it is. No, it's not. There it is. And so this is a direct query over to the Oracle instance. And so what it's doing is I was actually at this point connecting back to Redmond to our SQL server there, and it's connecting out to another server where I have my Oracle, and it's pulling that out. So that's all transparently happening. And you can join this to your local SQL server, or in fact to a different external table. In this experience, we're doing SQL Server, and we're doing Oracle. We're going to keep going, then we have more of that coming in this experience, and we're going to try to make that as easy as possible for you. So this is really the tool that we're going to be investing in going into the future. This is not the end of SSMS. SSMS is still a critically important tool, especially for the Windows administrator, but its structure makes it where we cannot make it cross-platform, and that means that in order for us to stay on top of things, for those of you who are working cross-platform, we need to invest in this tool. We're going to continue to invest in both of them. And so what we're going to recommend for the time being, especially for the Windows users, is if you are primarily doing database development, query editing type tasks, data science, Azure Data Studio is probably the tool that you should use. I've got a write-up on it. Let's see. If you look on the SQL Server blog, we have this blog post here. It's pretty long, and it's got when you should use one versus the other, and it's got the feature comparison list that shows you which features are available in which tool. We're going to continue to work to find which tools, which features you want brought into Azure Data Studio and work through that. As I said earlier, this is an open source tool. So if I go over here to GitHub, you can see where we're working. You can watch what our developers are doing. They're not working in some secret secondary place. This is the primary place that we're working. And if you have any requests, open an issue. If you see something that you like, just go in there. In this case, it's a feature request for Power Query. Hit this and hit thumbs up. And we're going to track how many people thumbs up and how many people thumbs down. We're going to track that down. So I think that that is me more or less at time. So please, if you have any questions, come over and talk to me about it. We are delighted to work with you. We want to hear what you need. And like I said, tomorrow we're going to be doing that workshop on how to build extensions. Would be happy to have you come. So thank you so much.